Hi, and welcome to Five Things Finance. I'm Charles Phillips. Thank you for joining our channel. We ask that you like and subscribe and share with those who you know. Today, we're going to talk about five banks you should know. The first bank we're going to talk about is Wells Fargo. Okay, let's take a look at the Wells Fargo banking options. So with Wells Fargo, we're just looking at personal banking. You've got checking accounts and savings accounts, as well as credit cards, home loans, personal loans, auto loans. They have a very broad portfolio for you to take a look at. We'll just have a quick look at the checking accounts. So as you can see, there's four different accounts: clear access banking, everyday checking, prime checking, premier checking. They all have service fees which can be avoided. They all require $25 to open, and then a variety of other options depending on your needs and your requirements. Minimum age to open ranges from 13 to 18. And then if we quickly jump over to the savings accounts, you'll notice that there's options for younger account owners. So with the savings account, they have four different types of savings accounts. I'm just going to jump back here. You've got the Ways to Save, the Wells Fargo CDs, Platinum Savings, and then Kids Savings, which is a way to start your children to saving money and to being more financially prudent. That's all for Wells Fargo. The second bank that we're going to talk about is Chase Bank. Okay, let's take a look at Chase. So with Chase, you've got checking and savings, and then with the checking account specifically, you've got options for everyday, kids and students, and premium. Let's take a quick look at the everyday. Everyday has Chase Total Checking, Chase Secure Checking, and Chase Premium Plus Checking. As you can see, it's a different view of the services and the fees from Wells Fargo, but you can tell there are fees for all three of these different accounts. Two of those can be waived. And then there's a whole host of other components of your experience working with Chase as a member of the bank. Now, jumping over to the kids and students checking, they've got three different options here. So you've got Chase First Banking, which is for children ages 6 to 17, Chase High School Checking, which is for students ages 13 to 17, and then Chase College Checking, which is for students 17 to 24. So let's take a quick look at the savings options. So you've got Chase Savings and Chase Premier Savings. And as you see, with Chase Savings, there's one option, which is Chase Savings. And you can see that you have access to the same ATMs and branches. There is a $5 service fee unless you meet the requirements to get that fee waived. And this is a great opportunity for you to save money. All right, that's great. Thanks for watching this portion. That concludes the session on Chase. The third bank we're going to talk about is Truist. Okay, let's take a look at Truist. So as you may know, Truist is a bank resulting from a merger between SunTrust Bank and BB&T. So Truist has a Truist One checking. This one has your back, as they tell you. No overdraft fees. There's a $12 monthly fee that it looks like can be waived. $100 negative balance buffer, and then several rewards. There's also the Truist Confidence account. And that Truist Confidence account is $25 minimum opening, $5 or zero monthly maintenance fee, no paper checks. That's interesting. Checking account with no paper checks, or maybe they don't call it a checking account. That's why they call it a confidence account. So no check cashing fees, no overdraft fees, access to mobile and online banking. This is a new type of account, which is very innovative and creative. This is the Truist Confidence account. Now, jumping over to the savings accounts, we can take a look and see that there's three savings account options. You've got Truist One Saving, Truist One Money Market account, and Truist Certificates of Deposits. So as you can see, there's a minimum deposit of all three. There are associated fees unless you meet the requirements to get those fees waived. And then several highlights to talk a little bit about the different saving accounts options that may have interest in meeting the requirements and needs that you have. Okay, that concludes our review of the Truist Bank. The fourth bank we're going to talk about is Bank of America. Okay, let's take a quick look at Bank of America. Bank of America offers checking, savings, credit cards, home loans, auto loans, and investing. And with the checking accounts, they've got three accounts: Bank of America Advantage Banking, Student Banking, and Business Checking. Taking a further look at those accounts, each of those has a minimum opening deposit. They each have monthly maintenance fees unless you meet the requirements to get those fees waived. The first two do not carry an APY, which is a dividend payout yield, but the last one does, and that goes up to 0.02% APY. All right, let's jump over to the savings accounts. So they have one savings account option, and you can see there's a $100 required deposit to open the account. You can have a maximum of 6 transfers and withdrawals, and then no monthly maintenance fee as long as you meet these requirements. Okay, that concludes our session on Bank of America. And the fifth bank we're going to talk about is Citi. Okay, let's take a look at Citi. As you can see, Citi has a broad portfolio of options for you to choose from. We're going to focus today on the banking section and really particularly on checking and saving. Looking at the checking accounts, there are two categories: everyday and premium, and each of those categories has three associated accounts. All of the everyday accounts have monthly service fees. One of the premium accounts has that, but all of the accounts with the service fees do have the ability to get those fees waived. And these accounts are different in many ways. This table shows all those differences, enabling you to select the account which is best fitting for your situation. Shifting over to the savings accounts, there are also the categories everyday and premium. There are 2 everyday savings accounts and 3 premium savings accounts. All 5 of these accounts carry the 1.4% APY, and they all, well, not all of them, 3 of the 5 carry monthly service fees, and these 2 do not. But those with monthly service fees also have options and methods to get those fees waived. Okay, this concludes our session on Citibank. Thank you so much for visiting 5 Things Finance. I hope you learned a lot. Please like and subscribe and share with everyone you know. Again, I am Charles Phillips. Thank you so much for coming, and come back soon.